Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, divine feminine. Welcome into your reading, guys. This reading will be with you for the next 6 to 7 days, starting from the 20th of November until the next 6 7 days of your energy check in here with regards to your situation. Okay. Now, again, it's a collective, it's a general reading for the collective. So take what resonates with you. Guys, don't force yourself into this reading because not everything is for everybody. But if it's your story, then yes, definitely take the guidance, do your homework, look into your energies, and see what you can do. Okay? Now, here it is. Let's call upon a divine spirit, guide, angel, ancestors, and my divine source into this reading for you. Divine feminine in the collective, and see what's going on in your story. Happy family, the thinking woman, that's you. You're definitely looking for some kind of stability with regards to a family situation. Third chakra, Archangel Shammel. There could be some chakra clearance, right, where you have not been feeling very well. Some of you guys could be having problems with your reproductive organs, right? Or it could be that time of the year for you as well for some of you. But if you need a doctor's advice and anything of that sort, definitely do look into it. But you could be having cramps at this point in time. So there could be something, some tension, some worry with regards to a domestic situation that you are a little bit concerned about. First chakra, right? Archangel Michael talks about stability. Yeah, there could be a little bit of that issue, man holding a heart, right? Thinking woman. So you could be worried about this. You know that your divine masculine is not really doing great, okay? And you could be feeling that energy in you. You know, sometimes with the twins it happens, right? That whatever he is going through, and you can sense it, you can feel the vibrations, you can telepathically, energetically, you can feel that, right? So you could be having that kind, angel of love. Yeah, you definitely seem concerned about his well-being. Maybe that's what is causing you tension. Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Lot of chakra, guys. Talking, communication. Very important. Throat chakra, envy. You know, where there has been a lot of misunderstood communication. So there could have been some kind of fight, jealousy between the two of you. Angel of balance, where you want to really, you're thinking about it. You may not be acting on that right away, but you're thinking. Yeah, see, Archangel Uriel, 7th chakra. Yeah, it's all in the crown energy for you. So you're thinking about the situation, but you know, you are feeling bad about the whole situation too, as what I'm getting, right? And energetically, you're not, you know, there's a lot of tension even in you because of the situation, but we'll see what's going on in here, guys. Hostilities, yeah, hostilities. Man holding a coin. 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Okay. All right. And the bottom is angel of love, anxiety, and strategy. Yeah. Door to romance. Yeah. You are in financial constraint. Yeah. There is a lot. You see, you want to bring back the blossoming abundance. Divine feminine, but you're kind of, you know, I mean, you're anxious about what kind of situation will evolve in your life, you know, where there is, you know now, you know that there is a financial constraint in his life, which is where things are being blocked, things are not moving. There requires to happen some kind of strategy with regards to this part of the story, which is where you're very anxious, anxious because you have a lot of love still in yourself for this man, for this situation. You want to offer, but you are being prevented. You are being prevented because you know that unless this financial constraint of this person is settled, he will not be able to do anything, and neither will you be able to do anything. But what I'm getting is, in you are being enlightened about this situation, divine feminine. There is a lot of enlightenment that is showing up during this period in time. Okay, this enlightenment is happening because of your understanding, because of what you are realizing about the whole situation, right? That anger, that regret, that grief, everything is a part of the story. But what it is that somewhere you're coming to understand that you haven't been able to give it up either, right? You haven't been able to surrender this situation completely either, right? So this is where you are being enlightened to understand, and a lot of wisdom is coming back into your life with regards to this man's situation, right? That you're feeling within you, as I told you, there is some kind of energetic exchange. Call it energetic exchange, call it telepathy, whatever that situation is, where right, that he is now very alert with regards to his money and stability. You are being enlightened. Now, how? It's difficult to say. For different people, it's different story. Maybe you have heard something. Maybe you know something from somebody. Maybe you have, some kind of situation has evolved, right? Which is telling you at this point in time that you are being enlightened about the whole situation, that whatever he had done before with you, right? It's one part of the story. But the second part of the story at this point, where your energetic exchange is happening now, like I said, telepathically, maybe through dreams, could be through messages, could be through anything, right? Your understanding is getting the better of you. Like you're getting a better hang of this person's story. That's where you're feeling that anxious anxiety, and you're wondering if he can come up with a strategy, right, in his life with regards to his money and stability for you or for this journey. Because if this is his energy, right, if this is his energy, you're aware of the fact that he's become very alert. He's intelligent. He's being very, he's guarded. He's preventing anything else other than his intelligence from seeping into him. And he's very guarded with communication, with words, with actions, right? He's like taking an extra precaution. He's very watchful, very observant about situations around him as well. He's not taking things lightly. That's what I'm getting is this, right? But we'll clarify that you're aware that he is becoming better than what he was with regards to his pentacle or his stability or his confidence, because this is the money part of the story, right? This is the money part of the story that was initially, but you're worried. You're worried about that whether he can manage to, you're also worried, right? You're also worried, not that just being enlightened that, yes, this is what he's doing or what he should be doing is one part of the story. but you're worried about it as well, that you're hoping against hope that he becomes more intelligent, more vigilant, more observant about his own situation now, right? Because of the financial constraint. Because unless he improves on that stability factor, unless he manages to get his finances in the rightful place, you guys are not moving anywhere. Not moving anywhere, or you won't be able to move. Okay, please talk to me about the hostilities. So, this is where your understanding is that, that he should be now managing his property, his money, his assets, taking care, right? Being more vigilant. Should not be that simpleton kind of an energy. Oh, somebody comes and tells me something, and I immediately jump into the picture without realizing what's good or bad for me, right? So you're hoping, it's a little bit of a concern also for you as well, but you are thinking about the situation. Let's look at the hostilities here. That he should be more than, that he should be able to do things in a better way now. Okay, let's get the messages out. That he should be more observant, more careful. He should know what he's doing. If he's investing into something, say either a stock market or something, he should be more alert about the market condition, the market situation, right? Whatever that story could be for each and everybody in their own different ways. Please talk to me about a man holding a coin, because somewhere he might have lost a lot of money, even with market crashing, things not going in the right direction. A lot of things could have happened, right? But yeah, so he needs to be more careful about this situation as well. Okay. Let's look at, we got 4 messages in here. I'll take it. Please talk to me about the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. So you are praying, you're hoping that this man understands where he has gone wrong, what he needs to correct now, what are the situations he now needs to look into more clearly for himself, because if he doesn't take care of that situation, then chances are that again he will go back into the same old story, and that wouldn't be really good for him, right? So you are, you have that energy, if that you understand his situation. Let me tell you that you have that energy, that you understand his situation, but at the same time, you're anxious about the whole situation with regards to his stability factor. Because this is not, like I said, this is not an easy situation for him, right, to manage. So he has to be very, very alert about his own feelings, alert about the environment, alert about his decisions, has to be very intelligent, extra alert, extra vigilant, because there could be situations where people or other situations could be against him, not for him, right? And that could be with regards to his monetary assets, financial assets, properties, anything, right? In the first part with hostilities, guys, you have the Lovers, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Temperance. So what I'm getting is that you are energetically trying to balance out your own insecurity about this situation, Divine Feminine. Right? You're trying to, you want to compromise. You definitely, but you're scared to compromise as well right now. But energetically, you are also vigilant about the situation, right? About something in your life that you think or you understand for yourself that if things don't go according to you, and if they're against you, you don't want to be a part of that situation either. So it could also be very well be you, that if you're sensing any kind of hostile situation from the opposite end, from the divine masculine side, you would be equally guarded about the whole situation. You would be ready to defend yourself, right? It also could be your energy, because you might be thinking, divine feminine, right, that there are a lot of other situations that could be against you, right? And that is where you're trying to go with the flow. You're trying to balance out your own energy, especially your emotions, right? That you're kind of being skeptical and scared about something in your life with some kind of insecurity, So, because thing is with the lovers, right? You're probably you're scared of this situation, right? You're scared of whether um, this situation will either balance out or lose out from the balanced part of the area. It can be anything, because again, there could be a duality part of the story. So you could be insecure about the choices or the options he now makes for this relationship. So anything that is not what you think should be the right thing, and is against your wish or your decision, you will not compromise with that. That's what the feeling I'm getting. You will tend to keep away from that kind of a compromise. You don't want to compromise with anything that is against the flow of your own understanding or sentiment. Please talk to me about the lovers here. That is also what I'm getting, divine feminine, right? So you have to be, you're trying to, because, and this is coming out of a lot of fear, insecurity, that you're very guarded about your own feelings. At this point, you're not saying anything because you don't know which side this relationship will be heading towards now. It's that kind. But anything that is against you or creates any kind of hostilities for you, you'll be very alert on that particular thing. Yeah, the Five of Wands, right? Yeah, because there has been so much of drama over this situation, right? So much of drama over this situation, the Magician, that has been manifested. That has been manifested, right? Where this drama has been going on for a long time, right? Where you had your tools ready, but probably you could not afford to give those because of the drama. And that is where you're getting stuck with the Four of Pentacles. Please talk to me about the Four of Pentacles. And that is where you're very alert. You're very, very alert with this kind of an energy because you feel threatened, maybe, right? You feel threatened. Yeah, Queen of Coins. You're feeling threatened with this karmic situation here. The Seven of Wands. Yeah, that's where you're guarded. You're very, very guarded. And that's where you're refusing to compromise against your wish. Against your wish. Right? You don't want to, because of this drama and this karmic situation, you don't want to. You're finding it difficult to compromise. Please talk to me about the Temperance. Right? You're finding it difficult to balance out your own energy as well. And that's where that insecurity is coming because of the drama and this karmic situation. You could be getting a feeling that you're not completely being able to go with the flow, or you're losing your patience for some of you as well, right? You are not being able to keep your patience intact. You could be short-tempered, could be angry, could be feeling a little bit out of balance in yourself too, right? Because you could be very vigilant about the situation, like I said, where you don't want to compromise with anything that concerns the third party karmic or this drama situation, the Seven of Coins. Yeah, and this is where you are stopping everything. You're stopping everything right now. The Four of Swords. Yeah, you're not moving ahead. You're thinking about a turning point in your life. You're thinking about when the situation will turn around. You want a new situation to evolve. It's also the divine timing is at work, right? But from your end, you are also thinking about when the situation will eventually come to a place of stability, right? And this is where there is a lot of healing that you're trying to do, and because of a third party karmic situation, right, where you are, some of you guys could be, is not talking about it, but it's there in you, right? And this is where you're thinking about what you should do now, how you should move forward, if at all you want to move forward, because you know the past. You know what has happened in here. So you are a little bit tensed and worried about the situation that, could be upsetting your emotional balance for some of you, right? Please talk to me about the hostilities, because you're extremely guarded about this situation, and if anything of this, kind comes to you, you don't even want to encourage it or welcome that judgment. Yeah. You want a change of the situation completely. The Three of Wands. Yeah, and you're waiting for it. It's again a third party situation. 3 people could be involved, but you want a complete revamp. You want a complete rebirth of this whole situation. You don't want to stay in this situation where every time you are on your feet, or your mind is extremely sharp and alert, because you're scared that anything and everything will go against your wish or against you. Because you have seen what has happened in the past. You have learned that story. So right now, that's where you also could be in your mental energy level, could be very hostile. If anything goes against your thinking process, you will immediately respond. Because you know why? Because again, there is something that you want to purge out. You want a change of this scenario. You're not entertaining this whole scenario again. That's what it is for me. You don't want to. Please talk to me about the Judgment card. So unless there is a change, the Lovers, see, the card came out, I think it wanted to come out in the reverse. Yeah, this balance is something in the situation you don't want, the Four of Wands. Yeah, it's a huge disbalance of emotions, of passion, even in yourself, within you, right? Where you probably feel out of touch with your happiness, with the commitment. There is, like, you guys have still not been able to commit because of so much of drama with one another, that it's time to make a decision on this issue for you, right? Please talk to me about the Lovers in the reverse. This is a complete disbalance of situation between the two of you. The Emperor, yeah. The Emperor, and it's all because of this man either being married or having some kind of a karmic Fling. Right? The devil. Yeah. And that's why there has been so much of restriction from his end. That he hasn't been able to offer any love to you on the platter. Please talk to me about the emperor. And that's why you're stopping everything. You want a change of this scenario. And until the change comes to you, you're not going to take any initiative whatsoever. Please talk to me about the emperor here. It's a very difficult situation for you as well, you know. Excuse me. The Three of Wands, yeah. Again, you know, there is a third party situation involved. Right? From which is where this person, the divine masculine, is trying to lift his own restrictions. But until he does it, until you are aware of that story, the Queen of Cups, yeah, you know, because of you, he's trying to lift his own restriction with his own people or the third party or whatever that he has around him. But until you're completely ascertained, you are very much on your guard, very much. That's what I'm getting, guys. Okay, let's look at the next part of the story. You got the strength, the Seven of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Magician, the man holding a coin, right? So a stability part of this story has been, there is a problem with the Seven of Swords. You know, where somebody is being trying to balance out their own strength now from whatever has happened in their life, right? Where they had been shrugging responsibility, lying, cheating, deceiving. That's what has been manifested that might have affected the stability of the DM. But we'll see. We'll see. The Seven of Swords is clearly indicating a lot of lies, cheating, deceit, from where he's probably trying to come out and bring back his strength. But we'll see. Please talk to me about that strength or personal power that has been depleted here. Please talk to me about that strength, which is the personal power that probably is linked with your money. Please talk to me about that strength here. The personal power that is directly linked with your monetary part of the story, right? Please talk to me about that strength here. Yeah, Page of Wands. Yeah, you know, the only way you can expand or take a risk, the King of Cups, that's what he's thinking. And you are probably energetically aware of this situation, is by using the emotional intelligence, right? The ideas as to how this personal power can come back. We'll see, we'll check to see this, you know. Please talk to me about the Page of Wands. Something that calls for an expansion, but he's not moving the world. Yeah. You know, to end this situation, guys. To end this situation that is difficult, the Queen of Swords, you know, where you could have possibly turned away from this situation and he knows about it. You know, so he's looking for ways, means, ideas to end the old situation where he knows that once he can do that, his personal power can evolve, right? Which is where there has been a drain. He had not been able to take a risk on this, on this situation, but maybe he wants to do now. He possibly is making plans for a travel or for something that closes the last chapter, you know, where the Seven of Swords. Please talk to me about the Seven of Swords, where he could be escaping from his situation, from his part of the domestic situation where he's probably not happy because of this reason. Please talk to me about the Seven of Swords here. Now, he could be running away from that commitment that he had with the karmic, for all I know. Death, yeah. This is a Scorpio season, guys. A lot of changes are happening, a lot of metamorphosis. There is a transition, a change. The Five of Cups. Yeah, from all the disappointment, from all the grief, where he failed to take responsibility for his own action. He wants to close that chapter and he wants to begin something fresh, maybe. That's what it is. He wants to begin something fresh in this journey here, right? Please talk to me about the Four of Wands. That brings back his own stability in this situation as well. The Four of Swords, yeah. He's trying to rest. He's trying to recuperate here in order to make this change happen. Temperance, yeah. He's trying to bring back his balance within himself. Right, Temperance here. From a very dicey situation where and he knows that whatever he has invested or wherever he had invested his time, energy, money has drained him of his resources, has drained him of his emotional balance, has drained him of a lot of things from where he is trying to move out. And that. From where he is trying to move out because, he was not able to take the right decision here with the Lovers in the reverse. He was not able to take the right decision, the right call with you, right? And this is where his realization is he's becoming wise about the situation as the emperor of what he had done, right? And all because of his probable third-party situation or anything, or maybe something that he did not think before he did, right? But now he's becoming wise. He's lifting his restrictions. He's learning more. He's observing people. He's observing his surroundings. He's learning to work more harmoniously within himself, right? To become better even as a human being. To become better even as a human being, gaining knowledge. And knowledge to me is power, right? Because only when you gain knowledge, only when you are in tune with your knowledge, with your surroundings, that's when you do things in the right way. But if you are unawakened, if you are not knowledgeable, if you behave like an illiterate, right? For some, it's like you want to buy a house, so you should know how the market is faring. For some, you want to invest in a situation, you should know how the stock market is working, right? Without studying the market, without having a fair share of this knowledge, without getting the wisdom, you have the money, you go and invest in a stock or in some kind of bond that after a while just crashes and your investment is drained, right? So this is where your knowledge just doesn't come by yourself. You could be the highest literate person in the world, but I believe that your literacy is limited. You can only think and do so much. Every human being has their own limitation in life. But if you want to go above and beyond that limitation, you have to be smart. You have to gain more knowledge. You have to be more wise. You have to learn from other people's experiences of where they have done, what they have done, how they have worked with their finances, where they have worked with their money, with their assets, and how they have invested, and how they have maneuvered their own way of doing things, right? That's knowledge, that's getting wisdom from different sources, from different people, from different strata of your of people's life, right? So that is where, that strength will return back once he can get into that energy to close that chapter where he has been defeated by the people he trusted, by people he probably loved, or by people he believed in. But now he can see that all that he had with those people were only what he could provide, and that was mostly material and financial gains, right? Especially with his karmic situation. So that is where he's coming to his realization that he had taken all wrong steps in his life. And that is something that you are becoming aware of, Divine Feminine, right? And this is where that Seven of Swords, he's changing his thinking, energy, right? He's trying to remain more calm, cool, composed from his from his state inside. The metamorphosis is beginning to happen internally. That's what I'm trying to say. The metamorphosis that you are not aware of, maybe, is happening or beginning to seep into him internally, where his entire internal part of his story is slowly changing, is changing. Please talk to me about the magician, because he has realized his own situation. He thought he knew everything, but now he's come to the point of understanding, he knows nothing. And that's not his fault. Every human being, like I said, we all have our limitations. I do not know everything. You do not know everything. Nobody knows everything. We all learn from each other, right? Please talk to me about the magician here. So unless we can learn from each other, we are not equipped by ourselves, right? We are not equipped. Yeah, the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Swords. And this is where, he's getting a breakthrough. When his pressure, with the magician, all the pressure that he had created within himself, where he was not able to think clearly, because every time he tried to think, the pressure would begin to seep into him. And the clarity would be blocked. Right? So with the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Swords, excuse me, he's coming to the point of understanding that as a magician, that he will have to reduce the pressure, feel better, and the moment he feels better, even physically, mentally, he will be able to get the whole clarity very clearly. That's why he needs to rejuvenate, he needs to rest in order to think very clearly for the Six of Swords, right, as to what his plans in future can comprise of. Please talk to me about man holding a coin, because this has got everything to do with his finances here, his stability. So he needs to rest, he needs to heal, he needs to rejuvenate in order to give his body a chance to recuperate and clear his burdens by himself. Please talk to me about man holding a coin. Because when you are pressurized, when you are tensed, when you are burnt out, obviously you cannot think. Obviously your body is not permitting you to think. Obviously your clarity will be clouded because there is pain in your body, there is tension in your body, physically you're not well. How can you think, right? So with the man holding a coin, the hanged man, this is where he is understanding and he's suspended everything because he's trying to recover from the past effects of his life. And this is where the Knight of Wand, yeah, the Knight of Wand and Temperance, this is where he's trying to balance his own energy, that in and out, right? With the Ace of Coins, because he has realized that in order to start something new with you, the Queen of Wands, he will have to be very cool, composed, and well behaved, if I may say so, right? For which he will have to temper his whole physical, mental, and emotional bearings, right? Get it all right. So this is where he's hanging upside down right now, right? Please talk to me about the Hanged Man, because he's realized his own situation, that what he did before has got him no result, zero result. The King of Swords and the Chariot. Yeah, and that's how he's strategizing. Look, that is how he's strategizing, because, as days go by, he will be able to get back his will, wisdom of the mind. He'll be able to strategize his things better because he is resting. He's getting better. Yeah, Six of Swords. That's when he can plan for the future. So you don't need to be anxious. Divine Feminine. He will manage it well. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He will take care of this whole situation in a much better way than even I thought was possible, right? Let's look at the Wheel of Fortune, the Hanged Man again, the Hierophant with the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Please talk to me about the Wheel of Fortune. It's all about money, guys. The Knight of Swords, yeah. He's moving in a different direction, or he's thinking of moving towards something in his life that will bring back some different situation here for him. The Three of Coins, yeah. He's moving towards some kind of an expansion here. Please talk to me about the Knight of Swords here. Or he's planning, or he's thinking. He's very focused on that. Let's see. The Queen of Wands, that's you. Right? That's you. The Ace of Coins and Temperance. Yeah, see what I told you? Yeah. He's moving towards the way you have balanced your energy, guys. He knows how balanced you are. As you're starting to start something new in your life, you have to be very balanced. Emotionally, right? Emotionally. And that is what he is learning from you, or he has learned from you, the Five of Cups. Right? After going through a lot of disappointment, learning lesson, he's learning, he's picking up that energy from you. You know that you cannot create money just like that. In order to create money, in order to make yourself feel good, in order to change your fortune, your destiny, you have to be very emotionally balanced. Right? Where you can be flexible about situations in your life and not stern about something that you want and you don't get, you have a tantrum. No. You have to be flexible about situations in life. That's when you can start something brand new, because you are ready to become flexible, right? You can adopt and adapt yourself to any kind of changing circumstance in your life. And that is what he is picking up from you energetically. Please talk to me about the Hanged Man. That he has been observing you, he has been learning from you, right? And he wants to probably communicate this to you, what he has learned from you. Yeah, see the star. Yeah, and that's where destiny, faith, purpose, hope, everything comes back, right? The Seven of Swords, he's learning the way to work with you. And maybe you're not telling him, but your actions, how flexible you are, how you can temper yourself for anything new, in any new situation. He's learning that. Maybe some of you guys have changed homes. Maybe some of you guys have changed jobs, have changed locations. He has picked up that energy from you. right? He has picked up how to work with people. He has picked up how to, how to work like that. He's picking up that. He's very focused on that flexibility factor that he's kind of learning from you, which is also a part of his healing process, where he might have been very inflexible with his words, decisions, or actions before. Right? Because the Seven of Swords is a learning factor for him, that when he had not been able to be flexible into opening his mind, right, and playing around with that energy of being flexible to give you a right chance to come back into his life, while he had the karmic as well, but he was not flexible. He had closed his mind towards you because he was scared of his image, as I said yesterday in yesterday's reading, right? And this is where he's learning about his own destiny. He's hanging upside down, but he is in touch with the star. He knows you are the star. He knows that you are the guiding light of his life, that you are the only one, divine feminine, who is actually, even maybe without speaking, you are showing him the road and the faith and the purpose to his fortune. Please talk to me about the Hierophant here. You're the guiding light. You're the star in his life. The Hierophant on the Hierophant. See. Wisdom. Wisdom. Where he was very inflexible. Again. The Two of Swords. Yeah. When he was very inflexible, he could not take a decision about his own principles in life. He could not change his own status quo because his mind was closed. He could not think big. He could not think like you thought, divine feminine, where you were ready to blend and temper your energy to be very flexible with your situation, right? But he could not do that. He was extremely stubborn, not being able to change his own value system, what he had learned earlier, what he is not able to change, what he had inherited as a part of his culture, as a part of his tradition, belief, ideas, dogmas, principles, anything that he had picked up. But today his whole scenario is that he considers you to be his guiding light. Whatever he had learned before is being completely unlearned, and a new Hierophant is coming out of this situation, because this new Hierophant is looking at you from a totally different perspective. You see? From a totally different perspective, he sees you as a star. He wants to tell you that, but it's until the time changes, he will not be able to say that to you. But he knows that if you were not there in his life, right, that is the wisdom he is coming in contact with as well, with the 7th chakra. The light has started or will start to seep into his mind and brain, where his whole unlearning and relearning process is in the pipeline. It's starting to happen. Please talk to me about the 7th chakra. The King of Wands, yeah, and the Queen of Wands. Look here, right? He knows that you are his queen. That's what I'm telling you. His entire vision about you is changing. The 10 of Swords. Because both you guys, including him, he's ready to surrender. Whatever he had done before, he's ready to surrender. Let it go, because it's the pit. It's the rock bottom of pain. From where he is waking up, coming back to life, right? And is looking at his divine feminine as the star. As the star. I mean, this you cannot make up, guys. You cannot, cards are right in front of you. Cards are right in front of you. Please talk to me about the King of Wands. And he will be ready to take action after this, because the King of Wands is all about action. With the Knight of Swords, is already thinking about the situation already. The Two of Wands, he's desiring a change from this crossroad now. From this crossroad, Seven of Wands. He wants to bring back his own title. He definitely wants to bring back his own title, his own stability, the Seven of Wands. Please talk to me about the Two of Wands. He's desiring a change, and all this is coming into his chakra wisdom. The Six of Wands. Yeah, see? He wants to return back home. Six of Wands. He wants to return back home. He wants to be victorious now. He wants to bring you back. He wants to come back to you, the King of Cups. There is so much of love and emotion that he hasn't proclaimed, and he doesn't want to be in this crossroad anymore. He's planning on this situation, the King of Wands. He's planning how to take action on this, make this situation public for some of you as well. Yeah, because he had enough with his karmic situation. Can't deal with that anymore. He cannot deal with this drama anymore, guys. Unfortunately, sorry. Okay, let's look at the bottom of the deck here for you. Angel of Love, the Ten of Swords, and the King of Cups. Okay, I'll go from this to the other because we started off this, right? Yeah, see, this is where the trust, again, he has broken all the trust with you. He has hurt you. He has hurt you tremendously, right? Your angel of love. You are his angel of love. And he's hurt you so much of pain that now he wants to rectify. He wants to correct the situation with you. The Ten of Swords. Yeah. And that is all that he's thinking. Anxiety, the Emperor, and the Five of Swords. Yeah, see? Yeah, this is where there is so much of anxiety that he has given you, Divine Masculine. This is what he knows. And why? Because of the Five of Swords. The hollow victory that he can feel. It's a learning lesson that he has given you so much of pain, so much of trouble. In return, what did he get? Nothing. Nothing. Strategy, the World, Three of Coins. Yeah. His expansion. He's trying to strategize a completion here and then an expansion. Right? A teamwork. He wants to now come back and start a teamwork. But that will happen only after the last chapter has been closed, right? The door to romance, the Two of Swords, and the Four of Wands. And this is where he was not able to take a decision, right? He was not able to take a decision of whether he can have this romantic part of the story with you or give you a commitment. He was not. That chapter needs to be closed because he knows he has caused you a lot of pain. Financial constraint, King of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. Yeah, he's trying to clear his karma and it's all because of finances, guys. It's all because of money, right? Where he's lost his part of the share of his empire. From where he's trying to walk out from. Right? He's trying to walk out from that situation and clear his story once and for all. He's planning something. He's planning of moving. He's planning a travel. He's planning a relocation. Whatever that he's planning something. Blossoming abundance, the Five of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. There you go. Yeah. Lot of disappointment, lot of learning lesson with this commitment that he had. And he wants to get rid of that karmic situation that has given him so much of pain and disappointment, and he wants to go in a totally different direction now. The world, Knight of Cups, and the Four of Cups, right? That he was not able to follow his heart. He was not. He took wrong decisions at the wrong time. He did wrong things at the wrong time. And this is where he is learning his own lesson, where he was not able to do what his heart wanted. And he missed every opportunity that he had with you in this lifetime so far. Envy, the King of Wands, and the Sun. Yeah, he's liberating himself from all the jealousy, from all that envious part of the story, because somewhere, I don't remember if I have told you, somewhere he was very envious of the fact that you had lot in your life, Divine Feminine, while he sat and envied you for what you have and could not match you. This is where he is liberating himself, or trying to liberate himself from that situation. Okay? Rest and rejuvenation, the Knight of Wands, where he had made a lot of mistake, in and out energy. He's trying to calm that down, which affected his stability or affected his abundance. He could not make the right move. He could not take the right decision here. Right? And one more to go, guys. Sun, I cannot stop. The Ace of Wands. He wants to liberate the whole situation, reboot the whole situation, and the Six of Coins, and bring back that love and reciprocity in this connection with you. Okay, but all this will take time. This is not going to happen right now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All this will take time, but all these energies are cropping up in his life. So he needs a little bit of time, so be it. And you need time even to reboot your own self, Divine Feminine. But see the way you can feel the energies, you will feel the energies, you will understand him better. You will acknowledge that whatever he did was a part of his wrongdoing, was a part of his mistake. That doesn't mean that you will get over your hurt and pain. No, that's going to take time as well. But what I'm trying to say is that you will acknowledge the fact, that he is coming to the point of acknowledging you as his Divine Feminine, his star, his guiding light in this universal journey of love. Enjoy this reading, Divine Feminine. Until I see you once again, till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and Namaste.